9 changes today from their League Cup semi-final draw with Liverpool. Only Cahill and Cahill start again. Phil Parkinson and Bradford are back in the capital, where they reached the League Cup final of 2013. Morais to deliver it for Bradford. Needed a good jump from Zuma, then it came out to Little. Deflected along the way. Bradford have the first corner of the game. And Bradford will be a threat from set plays. Zuma dealt with it first of all, and then it was Cahill. Morais to take the corner. Oh, and there's the header! What a stop to deny Andrew Davis. It's still alive here for Bradford, and then cleared by Cahill. Well, Andrew Davis, once of Stoke and Middlesbrough, came flying in here, and that's a terrific save to get the tickets. And quite simply, the supply in West Yorkshire didn't match the demand. Oscar, he knows he's got Azpilicueta in support. That's where it was aimed, and he just hesitated. Oscar himself is going to take the resulting corner. It's an inviting one. Cahill got up highest, but Bradford did enough. They got the last touch. Another Chelsea corner. In again from Oscar towards that near post, and turned in by Cahill. Chelsea in front. Cahill's second goal of the season puts the 7-time winners in the lead. And having been troubled by a set play at one end, they score from one at the other. Simple really for Cahill, just helped it along its way, made the run to the near post. Davis, again that wasn't really convincing. Picked up now by Drogba. Good footwork from him, and it needed the fingertips. Morais. He ran straight into Ramires, and he's got options both sides here. Ramires, one is Salah, he's looking for Ramires! Well, that is a goal of real quality. It's the third of the season for the Brazilian. He started and finished it. He won it on halfway there. Got it back from Salah, and then off the post and into the back of the net. Chelsea too quick, too clinical. In from Morais. Off the head of Davis. It'll still come through to Knott. Back to Stead. Can he find the room for a shot? He can! And he's got one for Bradford. John Stead, with his 4th goal in the FA Cup this season, to reduce the deficit to 2-1. And the 6,000 travelling supporters have seen their team score at Stamford Bridge. Worked it away from Ramires, and Cech, despite getting a hand to it, couldn't keep it out. Really good, clean strike from John Stead. Meredith did well to keep that in and to get it across. Stead couldn't bring it under control. He was looking hopefully at the referee. This is Morais. This came through to Morais, who featured in Jose Mourinho's very first game in charge of Chelsea. It was a pre-season friendly against Oxford, along with the likes of Joe Cole, Scott Parker, Babayaro, Gudjonsson. John Stead will be involved somewhere along the line. Long from Meredith. Hansen with the flick on. Oh, what a save from Cech, and then the follow-up from Morais. Bradford City have come from 2 down to level it up at Stamford Bridge, and it's Felipe Morais, the player released by Chelsea's academy under Jose Mourinho, who scores the equaliser at Stamford Bridge. Flicked on by Hansen, Billy not denied by Cech, and Morais couldn't miss. What a moment for the man who was once an unused substitute in the first team under Jose Mourinho, and he's levelled it up in this cup tie. Bradford having to dig deep straight away. This is Ramires into Didier Drogba. Derby stood his ground. Williams made the save with his legs. Away by Knott. It's come back to Hazard. Bradford getting bodies desperately back behind the ball. Willian. Hazard, teasing delivery. Bradford will still be dreaming, it could get even better. Here's Morais into John Stead, looking for the room for the turn. In came Halliday! Would you believe it? Andrew Halliday puts Bradford in front with less than 9 minutes remaining. Having trailed 2-0 after 38 minutes of this FA Cup tie, Bradford are 3-2 in front. And what a finish from the Scotsman. Lovely layback from Stead, and he just guided it calmly past Petr Cech. Stamford Bridge is stunned. Ben Williams in that Bradford goal, still without a real save to note. In this second half, he might be tested here, though. What a challenge by McArdle. He did enough to put off Zuma. Terrific run from Ramires. Had the awareness to pick out Zuma. Just watch McArdle threw himself at Zuma, who still should have done better. Now Yeats. Clipped into Stead. Yates wants it back. This is to seal it. Mark Yates for Bradford caps off one of the FA Cup stories. The team 6th in League One have knocked out the Premier League leaders and 7 times winners. Another incredible cup chapter is written in Bradford's history, and this will top the lot. Brilliant hold-up play again from Stead, and Yeats, who began at Spurs, makes absolutely sure of a day Bradford City will never ever forget. It's another extraordinary day for Bradford City in cup competitions, and this one will top the lot.
Simple question, what happened?
What happened? Happened football, which is beautiful, and I think this is the beauty of football, where a much better team can lose, which is very difficult to happen in another sport. More possible to happen in this country and in this competition, because the mentality of the small teams is really special, and the belief and the attitude and the way they enjoy to play against teams where they know that they can go and lose 4 or 5 or 6 or 6-0. So by one side happened football, and my respect to that, and especially to them, because they did a fantastic history for them and for their club. But by another side happened what I told yesterday or before yesterday in the press conference. Is a disgrace for a big team to lose against a team from a lower division. So by one side, total credit and respect for them, because they deserve. But by another side, we must feel ashamed. Me and the players, we must feel ashamed, and I don't think frustrated is the right word, because the difference of quality from us and them is so big that I think frustration is not the word. I think we have to feel really embarrassed with this.
How much worse does it feel then? Because you were leading 2-0 and you were so comfortable. It was almost as if Bradford had been sorted.
You know, but this is football, and we know that, and I don't feel so upset with myself, because I did my work properly, and I prepared my. I thought I did, or I thought I prepared my players for that, and at half-time I told them exactly what could happen, and you know, obviously I'm also responsible for that, but the reality is that this happens a lot of times in this country, never with me. It's the first time that happened with me in a few years of English football, and obviously I can feel in this moment, I can feel really happy for them. You know, I was in that dressing room, and I can feel very happy for them. But at the same time, I repeat the word I used yesterday: is a disgrace for a team like Chelsea to be knocked out.
You said you did your work, so how disappointing is it that it seems you feel that some of your players didn't necessarily do what you wanted them to, didn't do their work?
Maybe I didn't my work. Maybe I didn't. I think I did what I didn't, because happened lots of things in the game that I told the players that could happen, and but the reality is that I was not successful in my message to the players. You know, the first goal was consequence of a corner. The second goal was a consequence of a throw-in. They don't play. They put long balls. We know that they are powerful on that. It was difficult for us to cope with that style of play from them. And when the result is 2-2, anything can happen. And we had balls to score. We didn't. They go there and score. But that's the last part of the game. But you know, I think if I was in your position, I would be really critic with Chelsea, with me and with the players, because we deserve that. But by another side, I think I would be also full of praise, because their belief and their attitude and the way they come here to enjoy their game was fantastic.
One other thought, just on the FA Cup. Cambridge against Manchester United, this game, and also Middlesbrough beating Manchester City.
I know. I keep saying it's the beauty of football, and it's the beauty of this competition.
It still has a place in
but
your.
I don't want to be part of that beauty. You know, I want to win the competition, or at least I want not to lose against a team from a lower division. I want to be part of the other history. I don't want to be part of this one. But again, I think we, Chelsea, we deserve critics, but don't be just critic with us. Praise these people because they deserve.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.